Alright, in this video I'm going to do a fairly quick repair on my engine coolant temperature sensor. All I need to do this is a 17mm wrench or a deep socket and the new ECT sensor. I am replacing engine coolant temperature sensor number 1. I picked up the part at Part Source for 55 Canadian dollars. However, you could buy it at Honda for $65, which isn't bad. So once you've removed the plastic engine cover, you can see ECT sensor 1 located right here. And if you had a problem with ECT sensor 2, it's rearward on the coolant crossover pipe. Right back there. The very first thing you're going to have to do before you get in there and remove it is to uncouple the wiring harness. Once the wiring harness is off the coolant temperature sensor, you can clearly see the sensor right on top of the crossover pipe located here. Just to make things easier, I also recommend you take the wiring harness off the intake air temperature sensor as well. You can now get in there with your wrench. This one's a little long, kind of awkward, but it worked. A deep socket in the 17mm would probably be the best. Once it breaks free, you can remove it by hand fairly easily. Now the sensor I'm removing right now only lasted about 2 months. It's a bargain bin sensor from Amazon that cost about $5. So don't buy bargain bin parts was the lesson I learned here. Take some paper towel if you've got some coolant dried up around the crossover pipe. You might want to get that off just so there's a clean mounting surface. And you're ready to install the new temperature sensor. Now there's no real trick here. I just put it in by hand until I couldn't turn it anymore and then used the wrench to tighten it up. Now clearly I didn't use a torque wrench to do this. If you've got one, the torque spec I have on this is 13 foot-pounds. Once it's tightened, just take your electrical connectors and reinstall them in the positions that they were removed from. This entire job took about 5 minutes to complete. When I called Honda, they said it would be a 1-hour charge for $145 to replace that sensor on top of the part for $65. So a massive savings doing this yourself. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.